to fall drink?
Very important question here. Actually, it's just like a nice, like warm or hot cafecito.
Oh, you're not
I'm
a PSL?
good with that. I'm not a pumpkin spice. No, I'm not a PSL.
Okay,
I don't hate on people that like the PSL, but no.
Back off the PSL. I love PSLs. Okay, we're talking about pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
Well, next Thursday, be sure to pick one up because Starbucks is having a buy one, get one deal every Thursday this month. So after 12 p.m., the coffee chain will give a free fall drink to Starbucks Rewards members who buy one. Wow. So the fall lineup includes a fan favorite, the PSL, the pumpkin spice latte. The offer can only be used once each Thursday, so don't be going in multiple drive-through lines trying to get your free drinks.
Oh, and on Thursday, everyone was like, did you get by your Starbucks? Did you get this and that? I had no idea what they were talking about, but there you go.
Now you know.
PSL time.
It's
Have you
PSL.
already gotten your pumpkin spice
I have not.
fix? No. Oh, wow.
Well, it's just been so hot.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't get into that.
No, because I like to have it hot, not cold. Or else it's not a real PSL.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, people who get PSLs and they're still iced, it doesn't count.
It
doesn't count.
There you go. PSL rules with Sarah Costa this morning. We are getting closer at 9 o'clock. It is 8:58 and 80 degrees outside.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. We're taking a look at live cam right now. It is Saturday, September 9th. Getting ready for Sarah Spiva to give us the latest on your Saturday forecast. It's going to be a hot one, but there is some relief coming up soon.
Good morning.
Be a few days before we get there. Yeah.
I know, but here's the good news that Sarah Spivey's been saying. She is saying that she believes this might be our last triple-digit weekend.
Yes, it will. And I love your vote of confidence. She is saying.
Sarah Spivey is saying it.
I do believe it will be our last triple-digit weekend of 2023. You know, just as we had throughout September, and we're going to get a weak cool front moving through this week. So it's going to be a lot more difficult for us to get up to the triple digits next weekend. And then before you know it, it's October. All right, let's take a look at the pollen count. An appropriate pollen count for the 210. Molds are low at 210 today. That's the only allergen out there. As we take a look at clouds and temperatures, you can see that we do have some clouds out there this morning, although they are starting to break up. It's relatively cloudy and 76 degrees at Rio Medina right now, but it's totally sunny in Bernie at 77. 77 and sunny in Kerrville, 82 in New Braunfels, 81 at Stinson. Good morning in Honda, where it's 79 degrees. All right, here's your weekend forecast. 104 today. There's a small window for isolated rain this afternoon between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. And then tomorrow, Sunday, 101. So triple digits all weekend long. The heat is the thing you should bank on, but there's another window for rain tomorrow from about 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Coming up in the forecast, we are going to talk about how with the windows for rain comes a small potential for severe weather as well. I'll give you those details in just a few minutes. RJ, Sarah.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Following up on some stories this morning, some of your top stories, Guyan Perez has been found not guilty on the shooting and killing of his mother's boyfriend. Perez admitted on a 911 call to shooting his mother's boyfriend back in 2022, but he says it was to protect a family member. In August of 2022, Perez was accused of shooting and killing 39-year-old Luis Rosales. Rosales was accused of sexually assaulting one of Perez's close relatives. At the end of Perez's trial, Perez and his family were grateful a Bexar County jury cleared him of murder.
We feel that justice has been served on Guyan. You know, he took the actions he took to defend the ones he loved.
And prosecutors argued that this trial was not about the accusations against Rosales. They say it's about Perez's actions. You can read more about the trial right now on KSAT.com.
A high school student in Houston is currently suspended, and his mother says it's all because of his hair. So the school district handbook forbids male students from having hair that extends below eyebrows or earlobes or worn in a style where hair extends below the top of a t-shirt collar. However, a state law just went into effect that bans discrimination based on hair texture or hairstyles associated with race. But this student's mother says the issue comes because another African American student with locks was also suspended.
I know he's upset, and he feels terrible about it.
Length could be a way to discriminate against certain hairstyles without being openly discriminatory. It has the effect of preventing somebody from wearing a hairstyle that they may otherwise want to wear.
The school district has been sued in the past for discriminating against African American hairstyles, which helped pass the Crown Act. A district spokesperson says the hair length rule isn't in conflict with the Crown Act.
Arlington National Cemetery says it's delaying funerals due to a bomb threat. The historic burial ground in Washington says that it closed to the public after receiving a call. Its emergency services are now working with law enforcement officials to investigate. Military officials are assisting as well, according to a spokesman from the joint base next to the cemetery. Nancy Pelosi is announcing she will run for re-election in the U.S. House next summer. The 83-year-old's future has said to be unclear since last year's brutal attack on her husband in their San Francisco home. The Democrat from California became the first woman to serve as House Speaker from 2007 to 2011. She then got the gavel in 2019 before stepping down as the Democratic leader in January when Republicans took control of the chamber.
Walmart is lowering pay for their new hires in their curbside department. The cut is about $1 an hour and does not apply to existing employees. So analysts say it shows a tight labor market is easing up a bit. So now curbside employees will earn wages more similar to what cashiers and stockers make. However, Walmart is pointing out it raised pay for about 50,000 existing workers.
Around the globe, approximately 8 million children are living in orphanages. Many of them have been abandoned due to disabilities.
In China alone, 98% living in orphanages are disabled. That number is also on the rise in Ukraine. Alexa Lorenzo introduces us to some people working to make a difference.
It's family time for the Moores. 6 kids, all with special needs, adopted from the far side of the world. Parents Rodney and Jackie are delighted by their ingenuity.
We don't see the disabilities of our children the way that many people do.
The Moores never planned on starting a family. That changed once they learned about the neglect and abuse in orphanages overseas.
We found a little girl that we'd started sponsoring. She had just had an amputation of her leg. And so we worked for the next 9 months to a year to get her a prosthetic leg in China.
Rodney and Jackie then made it official by adopting Jaden. The couple brought 5 other children into their family over the next several years, each with a complicated disability.
Each one of the children, we kind of fell in love with them uniquely.
The conditions include Usher syndrome, spina bifida, cerebral palsy, tumors in the throat, and microtia, in which the ears are not developed, causing deafness.
Jackie and Rodney coordinated all of these surgeries for all their kids at the same time.
The Moores sought out Sanford Medicine Children's Health.
So I took care of Jensen. She has new ears and hearing implants that allowed her to hear almost normal.
The Moores' other children have also made remarkable progress, including breathing without a trach, no longer needing a wheelchair, and hearing via a cochlear implant.
It's just really inspiring how much you can help others.
Solve the need that you see, and you'll be surprised where that takes you.
I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
What a remarkable family.
I was about to say, yeah, great to see that these families are helping other people from just around the globe, hundreds and hundreds, thousands of miles away. Yeah, good stuff there. Okay, it is now 9:08, and okay, is that 81 degrees now?
Whew.
Oh no.
Well,
We're
RJ,
inching up.
We're getting hungry here on GMSA. So coming up, we're going to get a preview of David Elder visiting an iconic pizza joint in Houston. At one New Jersey university, students can't escape the summer heat even inside their dorms. They say the lack of AC is so bad they're sleeping in the lobby of their dorm buildings. Incoming freshmen at Rutgers University just moved in this week during a heat wave, but they say there's no AC in their dorm rooms. With temps above 90 this week, new students have been doing what they can do to stay cool.
In the beginning, we had like 2 or 3 fans set up. We have 8 now. It's not much better.
In the lounge, they got AC, so a lot of us just like stay there in the lounge.
So in most dorms, the lobby has AC, so that's been the popular hangout spot. The university has not commented yet on the situation.
Wow. Okay, and schools in Massachusetts that don't have air conditioning are struggling due to record heat. Students are being sent home early after school activities, getting canceled as well. Afternoon temperatures feel close to 100 degrees in parts of the state, even near the coast.
It's so funny because when I hear like, oh, it's going to be 90s up north. Oh, it's going to feel like 100.
Lucky you guys.
I know, for real, right? I mean,
yeah.
Today's going to be just as hot as yesterday. Yesterday we got up to 104. Today we're going to get up to 104. But I am thinking that this will likely be the last weekend of triple digits for us for this
there
year.
you go.
So that is good news. Yeah, 104 for the high today. The record is 102, set back in 1893. So we are likely going to beat a 130-year-old record for the day today. We're going to come close to the record tomorrow of 101. And then take a look ahead. You can clearly see that there we are going to be looking at temperatures coming down at least into the low to mid 90s, which is a massive improvement. I mean, that's 10 degrees cooler than what we're dealing with out there right now. And speaking of right now, some clouds out there this morning. It's 81 and partly cloudy, but those clouds are quickly going to clear. It's going to be sunny at noon and 94 degrees. By 2, already 100, and then this afternoon 104 for the high temperature right around 4 or 5 p.m. It isn't until after 5 p.m. that we have a small chance for isolated rain. We're only talking 20 to 30% chance, but that potential is there, and you can see that on the futurecast. Just 1 or 2 isolated showers or storms this evening after about 5 o'clock. It's difficult to know exactly where they're going to pop up, but that will be a possibility. Then tomorrow, a slightly better chance for rain from 3 p.m. till 8 p.m. You can see that here on the futurecast, a little bit more coverage possible, 30 to 40% coverage there for those isolated to widely scattered showers and storms. It is important to note, though, that if a storm can get going, it would likely produce some gusty winds, potentially even some damaging wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Anywhere in this yellow blob has that potential to see an isolated severe storm. It's not going to storm everywhere inside of this yellow polygon, but it will be a possibility, including during football games tonight. So for the most part, football games are just going to be hot. Kickoff's going to be 99. At halftime, it'll be 93. But there will be a small potential 20 to 30% chance for an isolated storm. So we have a great article on KSAT.com right now, which actually goes into detail, depending on your district, what the lightning and rain delays are specifically. So hope you can check that out. As we look at rain chances in the coming days, though, isolated rain just about every single day of this upcoming week. And that is because we are going to have this very weak front move through. Again, this is not going to be that crisp, cool pumpkin spice latte fall air that you like to see this time of year, but it is going to drop our highs from the triple digits into the low to mid 90s, which is a welcome change around San Antonio. And again, even though you see a chance for rain there every single day, doesn't mean it's going to rain every single day, just a 20 to 30% chance, but a welcome change nonetheless. We are in the middle of the peak of Atlantic hurricane season, and right on cue, there is a hurricane to watch. More on Hurricane Lee coming up in just a bit.
I'm just excited to get through Saturday and Sunday, and then hopefully,
yes,
we're done with triple digits.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but at least the weekends, I think we'll be done with triple digits.
So I was out at SAISD Sports Complex yesterday, 7 o'clock, right as kickoff, and it was hot. I mean, it was brutal. Shout out to all the boosters, the bands, and everyone out there that are just spending these long hours before the game starts getting
also,
things
like,
ready.
doing it and like getting everyone in a good mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the band in their uniforms, and they're still out there and with a good attitude. Shout out.
Way to go, guys.
Props to them, for sure. Yeah, as we get set for more high school action tonight. All right, 9:16 now, and we are up to 81 degrees on your Saturday morning.
Up next, David Elder takes us to a pizza joint in Houston that he says is worth the drive.
All right, taking a look at some of your Texas Lotto numbers. Pick 3, 7, 2, 1, and then we have 5 there. And then the daily 4, 6, 4, 9, 3. What's that last one, sir?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Sorry, getting
1.
ahead of myself. Cash 5, 5, 20, 26, 34, 35. Mega Millions, 3, 12, 17, 51, 62. Mega Ball 1, Mega Plier 3. Good luck.
I want to start with this pizza right here in front of us because it's something special. You got a little Texas twist to it, right?
Definitely. It's our cowbell special. We started smoking our own brisket here on site. We do it once a week. When it runs out like most good barbecue places. It's cowbell sauce. We make our own barbecue sauce. Barbecue smoked brisket. We top it with what we call the fixins, which is jalapenos and red onions.
Ooh.
And a little bit of cheddar cheese.
Right, I was gonna say a little cheddar kind of adds a little more salty punch to it,
Yeah.
right? I love the name too. Here we go. This is the cowbell. Cheers to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. I love how we both snapped it. You go for that New York fold. That's the bite. Oh, wow. Ooh.
I don't know, brisket on pizza?
There's a lot
I
going on with that
I
pizza.
love brisket, don't get me wrong.
If anything, that makes me think of tailgating, food, barbecue, hot dogs, burgers.
You're
at
just
the
craving, like,
I'm hungry and I'm ready for the tailgate.
You're thinking about what you're gonna eat at your tailgate this
Yep,
afternoon.
let's go. The Alamo Dome, ready to roll here. UTSA, Texas State. All right, 9:21 now as we get your Saturday going here. 81 degrees.
Up next, we'll take a look at some articles that are trending right now on KSAT.com.
Welcome back. Right now on KSAT.com, the Comal County Fair and Rodeo will kick off its 130th annual bash later this month. The event goes from September 27th to October 1st in New Braunfels. It'll feature everything from a livestock show to a pig wrangler contest. That's what I want to check out there. It's even going to have a parade. You can find all the details, including ticket information, on our website, KSAT.com.
Yenski Orchards in Fredericksburg. I've been there before. It's really cool. They're celebrating the fall season early among this triple-digit temp still while paying homage to a popular country music artist. So visitors have a chance to walk through a giant corn maze in the shape of Reba McEntire.
Wow.
It's cool. It's all part of the Country Music Corn Maze campaign, where more than 40 farms across the U.S. have Reba McEntire corn mazes. Can you imagine you have your own maze
Yes.
40
absolutely.
farms across the country. That's pretty cool. For tickets and visitor information on how to get to Yenski Orchards, you can visit this article on KSAT.com.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know you've reached country music icon status when you become a corn maze.
Corn maze queen.
Like Reba McEntire there. Corn maze queen. I like that. All right, guys, it is now 9:26 and 81 degrees outside right now.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. It is now 9:30 on your Saturday, September 9th. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. And
good morning.
Okay, so if you're going to be heading out to tailgate, like RJ is later.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah, it's going to be pretty brutal out there, especially at the Dome in the parking lot.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
absolutely. Today we're going to get up to 104 this afternoon for the high. So just imagine what that feels like outside at the Alamo Dome there. Let's take a moment though, because we are one day away from the peak of Atlantic hurricane season, which is tomorrow. And right on cue, we've got a very strong hurricane, Hurricane Lee. Now Category 3, it was a Hurricane 5, a Category 5 hurricane rather, yesterday, but it's weakened a little bit. But it is still expected to strengthen even more in the Atlantic here in the coming days. Now, it's going to really slow down. I mean, this is still going to be in the middle of the Atlantic by Thursday, and then it's expected to take a right turn closer to Bermuda. So we'll be watching that. But here in San Antonio, again, no major tropic systems have impacted the Texas coast in a major way. Of course, we had Harold, which brought a little bit of rain a few weeks ago, and that was a welcome sight. 79 degrees in Kerrville this morning. It's 79 in Uvalde, 85 in Gonzales, 82 in New Braunfels. But this is a look at the forecast highs today. 106 in Del Rio, 102 Kerrville, 104 Pleasanton, 104 here in San Antonio, 107 in Laredo. Now, looking at the pollen count, molds are low at 210, so no major issues there in the pollen count. And this evening, we have a small chance for rain, 20 to 30% chance. Don't count on the rain, but count on the heat. But if you do happen to get an isolated storm, some of those could be strong or severe. More details about that, and of course, a look ahead to a weak cool front moving through in the week ahead. That'll help to shake up the weather pattern a bit. RJ, Sarah.
All right, thank you very much, sir. A lot of people paying attention to the weather there with football underway. And in fact, one of the biggest football games in New Braunfels happened last night. This is the annual Worst Bowl. Love that nickname there. New Braunfels hosting Canyon. Go big or go home. Big time pregame. Skydivers getting things started. We just saw right there. The home team feeling the energy. Tyree Johnson earlier goes untouched to pay dirt. Unicorns up on the board first. Canyon matches that energy. Look at this guy right here. Jackson Regan makes the catch on the outside. Sophomore dodges a sea of blue jersey. He goes to the opposite field, 23-yard gain. Cougars then cashing in right there after that, punching it in for 6. The Unicorns and Cougars left it all on the field last night. New Braunfels Canyon coming into this one, and they win this one 32-28 over their rivals. And today is the big day. Yes, look at this behind me. UTSA hosting Texas State at the Alamo Dome, and San Antonio city officials are expecting at least 45,000 fans there. So make sure you get out and think about traffic and parking, all that stuff there. Coach Jeff Traylor and Coach GJ Kinney are expecting one heck of a game.
Great place to play, and that's the Riverwalk, man, San Antonio. What a great atmosphere. This couldn't be better. I mean, GJ has done a fantastic job. He's rejuvenated a place that deserved to be rejuvenated, and it's got the makings for a lot of fun for years to come.
Really excited to go to San Antonio, and another great environment on the road, and try to shock the world again.
All right. So I like UTSA. I like what Jeff Traylor's done, but I'm true to my Bobcats, my alma mater. I got my Texas State swag ready to go. I cheer for UTSA every week except this one, obviously.
Your shirt
right
got
here.
dirty.
Oh, what? Oh, great.
Put it through the wash before you.
I've been carrying it around with me all morning, and look,
sorry,
it got dirty.
I'm really not a. I have to go for UTSA.
Oh, boo. Okay.
Sorry.
It's cool. Yeah, no, again, it's going to be a great environment out there. Both fan bases really passionate. A lot of people coming down from San Marcos, a lot of the Texas State alum here in San Antonio, ready for this one as well.
Okay, at least the game is inside.
That is nice, yes.
Like tailgate, and then get in the AC.
Yeah, definitely, as soon as possible. Yeah, should be a lot of fun out there.
Good luck out in the tailgate, RJ.
Yeah, for sure. And then check out the highlights later on sports.
Thank you, RJ. Okay, so the 3rd annual Grand Family Picnic begins in less than an hour. So the picnic is in honor of grandparents raising their grandchildren, and it comes just one day before Grandparents' Day. So the Grand Family Picnic, it started in 2018 and took a break from the pandemic and came back last year. It is an event put on by nonprofit Texas Grandparents Raising Grandchildren. This organization focuses on getting to help grandparents who unexpectedly are needed to raise their grandkids. The organization helps those grandparents with any legal advice they may need, as well as getting them clothes and food for their grandchildren.
In Texas, there are 266,000 children being raised by caregivers that are kinship. So we want to make sure that these caregivers know that they're not alone.
The picnic begins at 10 o'clock this morning and will go until 2 in the afternoon at Rosedale Park. At the picnic, there will be food, bounce houses, games, and a resource fair. The picnic is free for any grandparents to attend.
And a federal judge rejected former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows' bid to move his Georgia criminal case to a federal courtroom. It's a significant setback for Meadows and could impact some other defendants who are also trying to move their cases. 19 people, including former President Donald Trump, face charges in the Fulton County District Attorney's sprawling racketeering case. Meadows was the first of 5 defendants who have already filed motions to move their cases to federal court, and Trump is expected to do so as well.
So Disney has dropped part of its lawsuit against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. The lawsuit now focuses solely on the claim that DeSantis and his allies weaponized their political power to retaliate against the company for exercising his First Amendment right to free speech. The amended lawsuit claims that DeSantis has illegally punished the company since it spoke out against his views on banning certain classroom instruction about sexual orientation and gender identity.
And the new iPhone is expected to have one significant change when it's unveiled next week. The iPhone 15 is rumored to ditch Apple's Lightning charger in favor of USB-C charging. This could help streamline the charging process across various devices and brands. The expected move comes less than a year after the European Union voted to approve legislation to require smartphones and other devices to support USB-C charging by 2024. The company has previously switched its MacBooks and iPads to USB-C charging.
Wait, what is USB-C charging?
Great question. I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Is that the one that looks
when
like
Apple tells us?
Is that the one that looks like what the Android has? Yes.
Okay, because I know they switched out the chargers with the previous models.
I am so over the charging situation with Apple. Okay.
Well, I guess we're
now have to go back and get to the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 9:37 right now. It's okay, Sarah. We'll be fine.
Says the guy with the
82 degrees.
iPhone that needs 3 updates.
Yeah,
behind.
I'm way behind on the updates.
Okay, a Northwest Side Chinese restaurant given 10 days to hire pest control to get rid of the roach problem. Tim Gerber takes us behind the kitchen door to see what else inspectors found. That's when we come back.
Welcome back. A convenience store on the northeast side with a history of low scores barely passed their July health inspection.
And a Chinese restaurant was given 10 days to hire pest control services after an inspector found live and dead roaches hanging out in the kitchen.
Eesh. Okay, so Tim Gerber takes us behind the kitchen door.
410 corner stop located in the 2300 block of Northeast Loop 410 kicks things off with a barely passing 70. It's the 3rd time they've been featured on BKD, and this is their lowest score so far. The inspector found eggs being stored in a bucket at room temp. Foods inside the hot hold weren't hot enough. The soda machine nozzles were dirty, and there was a mold-like buildup inside the ice machine. Employees weren't properly washing their hands, and cooks weren't wearing hair restraints. 9 of the violations were corrected during the inspection, but a re-inspection was still required. Lasoya's Taqueria, located in the 13,000 block of West Avenue, earned a 77 on their July inspection. They had to toss out food in a fridge that didn't cool properly. An employee was seen handling raw chicken, then using their phone, and then touching ready-to-eat jalapenos without washing their hands. Those jalapenos were discarded. They were also displaying an outdated inspection report. Chinese Mexican Grill at 1302 Somerset Road got an 83. 4 of their refrigeration units were too warm. The food had to be discarded. They were told not to use the units until they were fixed and approved for use by the health department. Eggs and other raw foods were found stored above veggies and pre-cooked egg rolls. A re-inspection was required. Jin Chinese restaurant on Glen Ridge Drive earned an 84 in a re-inspection. Raw chicken and shrimp were too warm. They were told to fix a cooler to make sure it maintained the proper temps. Live and dead roaches were found behind and under cooking equipment in the kitchen. They were given 10 days to hire pest control services and show proof. They also needed to do some cleaning to remove a buildup of grime and grease under the cooking equipment. That's what's going on behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Gatorade's new beverage is one we're already quite familiar with. The company is releasing Gatorade Water next year. It's an electrolyte-infused, unflavored water with a 7-step filtration process. It contains alkaline to enhance its pH levels. This type of so-called functional water has become popular recently because of its alleged health benefits. But experts say there is no evidence confirming or denying those claims. Look, either way, people are going to have to stay hydrated, whatever they do outside, as we take a look at live cam. And we're up at 82 degrees right now, Sarah, and it's going to get a little toasty today.
It is.
More than
We
that,
had a little bit of cloud cover there just briefly in San Antonio, but you know, the clouds are gone and it's going to be a hot day here.
Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Absolutely. Drink that water, that's Gatorade, I guess. Okay, 81 degrees outside right now in San Antonio. New Braunfels, you're at 82. A little bit of cloud cover for New Braunfels, Gonzales, Floresville area. 79 in Bernie. Good morning in Bandera. We're at 79. 79 in Hondo. All right, let's get down to it. Let's talk about your forecast, okay? We're going to be at 90 degrees by 11, 94 by noon. In the afternoon, triple digits by 2 p.m., 104 for the high today, and there will be a potential for a stray shower or storm after 5 p.m. So when those high school football games are going on, odds are it's just going to be hot, but there is that small potential for an isolated storm. And here's a look at that on our futurecast here in San Antonio. After about 5 p.m., that's when we have a small chance here for an isolated shower or storm. And then most of the day tomorrow will be quiet, slightly better rain chances tomorrow after 3 p.m. in San Antonio. Again, about 30 to 40% coverage. So not a great chance this weekend for rain, but a small potential there. Is a possibility. 30% from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight, and then 40% from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. Otherwise, count on the heat. Do not bank on the rain. 104 today, 101 tomorrow. So here is what we know. We know record heat today and tomorrow. We also know some will see isolated rain today and tomorrow. Here's what we'll be watching for. We will not know what neighborhoods get rain until the rain shows up on the radar. So we'll be watching for that, and we'll also be watching that if a storm develops, it could produce some gusty winds, perhaps even some damaging wind gusts. I'll keep an eye on the radar for you. Make sure you have that KSAT Weather Authority app handy. Otherwise, that big blue bully keeping the heat strong today and tomorrow. That heat high building overhead across Texas, 101 in Abilene, 102 in San Angelo, 107 in Laredo, 101 in Brownsville. It's going to be a hot day today, hot day tomorrow, but that heat high is going to move off to the west in the coming days. That is great news because that opens the atmosphere for a weak cool front that's going to be moving through on Tuesday. This is going to give us a small potential for rain each day, and it's going to drop our temperatures. Temperatures have been well past the triple digits. After this weekend, we'll be looking at highs only in the low to mid 90s. So that is very good news there. I have a feeling that this weekend will be our last triple digit weekend in San Antonio for 2023. Let's celebrate because we have had over 70 100-degree days this year, and we're going to see some records both today and tomorrow. So looking ahead to your forecast again, 104 today, 101 tomorrow. There's that small window for isolated rain today and tomorrow, and I can't stress this enough. Not everybody is going to see rain every single day this upcoming week. Those are isolated rain chances, 20, 30%. That's not a lot of coverage. This is not going to be the drought-busting rain we need, but it is good to see at least a small chance for rain each day and temperatures in the 90s.
Yeah, hard to believe that mid-90s would be like, relief. But yes, you can feel it.
In September, too. I'd like to see some 80s on there, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We will.
Staying positive here. All right, guys, it is now 9:47 Saturday morning and 82 degrees outside. And coming right up, seems like everyone's social media feed is filled with tips and hacks to try out. Well, up next, SA Live puts some viral hacks to the test.
All right, let's check out TransGuide. You can see things are flowing smoothly, although it does look like there's a bit of a slowdown there at 10 and Wurzbach. So we'll keep you posted if there are any crashes.
Yeah, people getting in and around town. So taking a look at some Texas lottery results here. Pick 3 have 7, 2, 1, 5. Then we have our daily 4, 6, 4, 9, 3. then 1, and then cash 5, 5, 20, 26, 34, 35. I feel like I'm playing bingo here.
All right, Mega Millions, 3, 12, 17, 51, 62. Mega Ball 1, Mega Plier 3. Good luck.
Welcome back. If you're looking for inspiration on inexpensive ways, I mean, who's not, to add some fun to your home this fall, social media is filled with clever hacks. But do they work, and how easy are they really?
SA Live's Jen Tobias-Strusky tackles some popular home hacks and DIY projects to make your home your happy space.
Whether you get your home hacks from TikTok or grandma, the goal is to make life easier, which is what I'm all about. Today we're going to share some home hacks from our go-to influencers, but also a few that I use in my home that have changed my life. Let's get started. Let's start with a towel folding hack. Yes, I know, who likes folding towels? But if you're gonna fold them, let's make them look really nice and pretty. This hack was found on social media. I can't even remember where, but I've been doing it for a while now, and I love it. Aesthetically pleasing when I open the closet and see that they all look so perfect. I promise you, you will not go back to folding towels the way you've been doing it before this. And all you do is fold this way, leave a little space here, fold again, one more time, and there you have it. Simple towel folding hack. I love it. I love it. The next one I'm going to share is, well, a fall decorating one that I love. Found this on Instagram, I believe it was, and the influencer was cutting out one of those pumpkins and making it into a floral arrangement. I thought, I've got to try this. First of all, I love decorating for fall. Second of all, it looks pretty easy to do. So I gave it a try. Not too bad. All right, the next few hacks we are pulling from Experimenting with Decor's Magdalena Mendez. She is one of our go-tos for our Happy Space home and garden segments. Here's a few that she decided to share with us.
Here is one home decor mistake you should be avoiding. Hanging your wall art too high can make it seem out of place. The middle of the artwork should be eye level or 5 feet from the ground. Here you can see the difference it makes. This is the before and the after. Try these 3 storage solutions to keep your home clutter-free. Buying furniture pieces with doors helps give you the storage you need while still looking presentable when closed. Multi-use your pieces to include storage. I use this basket as a side table, and it also holds my kids' toys. This bay window is used for seating, but it also has a door access so I can use it for storage.
Be sure to follow Magdalena on her TikTok and all the other platforms at Experimenting with Decor.
Have one of these leftover candles? Don't throw them away. Here's an easy hack you can do to remove the wax and even reuse it. First, you boil some water. Pour it into the candle, add a little dish soap, then put them in the freezer. After about an hour, the wax should pop out easily. You can even reuse the wax if you have a warmer. Plus now, you have a new candle jar.
For more Happy Space inspiration, head to SALive.com, click the Happy Space tab. For SA Live, I'm Jen Tobias-Strusky.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to know if that pumpkin was fake because that's the cleanest pumpkin cut I have ever seen.
Good looking pumpkin.
And I
There
don't
it
know.
is.
And you know, RJ, my towels, they're in the garage in the laundry basket and they're clean.
Yeah.
And I live a pretty happy life.
That's
Anyways, SA Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. on KSAT 12. You can watch more segments like this right now on their YouTube channel. Just scan that QR code on the corner of your screen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the
Do you fold your towels?
I do, but it's not really something that I'm like, I have a certain method. I just kind of like wrap them up and just put them
If I
inside.
am actually getting them out of the laundry basket into the cabinet, I roll them and shove them in there.
just as long as they get, somewhere. Be ready
As long
to
as
go.
everything's clean.
All right, 7:55 right now, and it is now 83 degrees. We keep on inching up there. We know it's going to be hot today.
We'll be right back.